Assistant Commissioner Scott Colliday, Commanding Officer of the Manitoba RCMP, is here to provide you with a statement regarding the shooting of one of our officers near Onanole, Manitoba last night and the subsequent search for the suspects. Superintendent Joanne Keeping will be providing the French component afterwards, and Superintendent Scott McMurchie, Acting Criminal Operations Officer, is available afterwards for any operational questions you may have. Assistant Commissioner Colliday, if I could ask you to.
Thank you and good morning. Last night at approximately 9:30 p.m., a serious situation unfolded where an RCMP officer sustained serious injuries from a gunshot wound. Officers from the Yellowhead RCMP detachment area were responding to a call of a break-and-enter at a residence near Onanole, Manitoba. When the officers arrived on scene and exited the police vehicle, shots were fired at them. One officer was struck and was airlifted to a Winnipeg hospital. At this time, he remains unstable with serious injuries. Earlier this morning, our officers arrested 3 adult male suspects in connection with this incident. One suspect is currently in custody at the Wasagamane RCMP detachment, and 2 are in custody at the Manitoba RCMP detachment. These are very recent arrests, and information about the suspects will be provided once charges are laid. However, it is important to note that we continue to look for an additional suspect who is considered armed and dangerous. At the onset of this investigation, the suspect split up, with some possibly traveling in a stolen black 2005 GMC Sierra extended cab pickup bearing Manitoba license plate GBX 476. Others were traveling on foot. The truck has not yet been located. If the vehicle is seen, please call 911 or your local police immediately. Please do not approach the vehicle. We currently have a very large police presence in the Onanole area and will respond. RCMP personnel are trained and well prepared to handle these types of incidents. Residents in the area can be assured that we have activated all necessary resources immediately to protect public and officer safety. Our emergency response team, as well as RCMP Police Dog Services, RCMP Major Crimes, and additional RCMP West District resources have been deployed. All of these resources will continue to be deployed for as long as they are needed to locate the 4th suspect. At this time, we do not have a description of the suspect to provide. We were asking anyone in the Onanole and surrounding areas to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, again, please call 911 immediately. The RCMP is truly a large family, and what has unfolded over the last few hours truly affects every officer and employee from coast to coast. I know it touches many Canadians as well. Earlier this morning, I attended the hospital to join the officer's family and offer the support from the RCMP, and as you can imagine, they are deeply shaken by this incident. And again, many people from across communities across Manitoba and Canada have reached out to offer support, so we thank you. Thank you very much.
Commander, how is that officer doing? Is he going to survive? You were there as a veteran or police officer?
Yeah, he's a corporal with the RCMP, a very committed, very professional and passionate officer, and he has his family with him right now. And he remains in the hospital, and further medical treatment is being administered right now.
This was a break-and-enter call. How many officers attended there? At times you think that they're by themselves, but there were more than one.
Yeah, he was with other officers at the time, and those officers have been contacted and are receiving treatment and support as well.
Were they ambushed?
This was a response to a break-and-enter call, and as soon as our officers exited the vehicle, they were shot at.
Did they return fire?
At this time, I don't have that information for you.
What's the status of the injured officer? We're told he's seriously injured. Do you know if he's in stable condition?
Yeah, he's in stable condition. He was conscious earlier this morning, but he has serious injuries.
What led you to the suspects? Was it roadblocks, tips? What information?
I'm sorry?
What led you to the suspects? Was it roadblocks, tips? What
Yeah, we have numerous resources deployed at present, and our officers were able to apprehend 3.
Was this a known address, a known area for the RCMP? Did they have a sense going in what they were dealing with?
They were responding to a break and enter, and every call that our officers go to, they always have to remain vigilant and treat every one of those calls with due diligence.
They were fired upon. Are we talking about mass firing here? What are we talking about?
Well, there were shots fired. I don't have specific information, sir, about the types of shots, but they were indeed shot at.
Did officers return fire?
I'm sorry?
Did officers return fire?
Not to my knowledge at this standpoint.
This break and enter call, was it reported by like a homeowner, or was this a farm or a home? What kind of property?
Well, it was in the Onanole area. I don't have specifics if it was more in town or rural, but in that general vicinity.
How were residents contacted? I know police told them to lock their doors if they were in the Onanole area.
Yeah, they're through various means, you know, whether it was social media and or just word of mouth.
Was there any confrontation when the 3 suspects were arrested?
Not to my knowledge at this standpoint.
We
Do you know if they were arrested together, or were these 3 separate arrests, or were they all taken in?
Again, that investigation is still ongoing, and I don't have specific details of the arrest, sir. So.
And if I can interject for a moment, we do have Superintendent
Yeah.
McMurtry here, who will, after the French component, be able to answer some operational questions. Okay?
Including the warning you're giving to residents now? I know you said you're still giving a 4th suspect. Would that be better?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, well, at this standpoint, we encourage all residents in the area to remain vigilant until the 4th suspect is apprehended.
So does that mean continuing with the warning to lock their doors?
Absolutely.
Was it right upon their arrival and exiting the vehicle when they came under fire, or was there a little bit more of a gap?
I don't have the exact time frame, but it was very, very closely afterwards, yes.
And again, I will interject there because we do need to accommodate
The French?
component.
Yeah.
And then we do have
Great.
Superintendent McMurtry here to answer operational questions.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll invite Superintendent Keeping Up. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. Okay.
Bonjour tout le monde. Hier, vers 9h30, lors d'une situation grave, le policier de la GRC a été gravement blessé par balle après s'être rendu sur le lieu d'une introduction par effraction à une résidence près de Onanole au Manitoba. Lorsque les policiers sont sortis du véhicule de police, à leur arrivée, des coups de feu ont été tirés dans leur direction. Un policier a été blessé par balle et a été transporté par avion à un hôpital de Winnipeg, où il repose dans un état stable. 3 suspects ont été arrêtés. L'un d'être eu est sous garde au détachement de la GRC de Wasagami et leurs 2 autres sont sous garde au détachement de la GRC de Manitoba. Ces arrestations ont été effectuées récemment. Des renseignements seront fournis sur les suspects dès que des accusations seront portées. Un suspect est toujours en liberté. Comme vous le savez, cette situation est toujours en cours. Je sais que tout comme nous, vous avez plusieurs questions et nous nous engagerons à y répondre le plus rapide possible. Je parlerai d'un incident pendant lequel l'un des membres de notre grande famille de la GRC a été blessé par balle dans quelques instants. Je tiens d'abord à vous fournir des renseignements importants sur la sécurité publique. Nous continuerons de rechercher un suspect qui est considéré comme armé et dangereux. Au début de cet incident, les suspects se sont séparés et certains d'entre eux se seraient déplacés au bord d'une camionnette à cabine allongée GMC Sierra 2015, noir, volé, portant la plaque d'immaculation de Manitoba, GBI Y476. D'autres suspects se seraient déplacés à pied. La camionnette n'est pas encore été retrouvée. Si vous avez cette véhicule, composez immédiatement le 911 ou appelez votre service de policier. Ne vous approchez pas du véhicule. Il y a une importante présence maintenant policière dans ce secteur et nous continuons de faire des interventions. Le personnel de la GRC reçoit une formation pour préparer à gérer ce genre de situation. Sache que toutes les ressources nécessaires ont été immédiatement déployées dans ce secteur afin de protéger la sécurité du public et des policiers. Le groupe tactique d'intervention de la GRC, les services chiens de la GRC, les groupes des crimes majeurs de la GRC et des ressources du district de l'Ouest du Manitoba a été déployé aussi. Toutes ces ressources continueront d'être déployées aussi longtemps qu'il serait nécessaire afin de trouver le quatrième suspect. Nous ne pouvons pas fournir les descriptions d'un suspect, mais nous demandons à toutes les personnes qui se trouvent dans ce secteur de Onanole et les environs d'être vigilantes. Veuillez-vous assurer que toutes votre portes et fenêtres sont fermées et barrées, car il peut être le suspect se déplace à pied et cherche d'endroit où se cacher. Composez immédiatement le 911 si vous voyez toute activité suspecte. La GRC est une grande famille et les circonstances comme celles que seront survenues au cours des dernières heures touchent tous ces policiers et employés de l'Océan à l'autre. Comme le commandant Caladé est déjà mentionné, il se rend à l'hôpital et il a offert soutien à la famille de policiers au nom de la GRC. Nous remercions les nombreuses personnes qui ont offert leur soutien et nous avons transmis ce message aux policiers blessés et sa famille. Merci beaucoup.
Surintendant, pouvez-vous parler en français de l'état de santé du policier blessé?
Je peux dire que le membre qui a été blessé continue de recevoir le traitement et ça c'est tout ce que je peux dire maintenant.
Il était conscient ce matin?
Oh oui, il est conscient. Comme j'ai mentionné, son conditions sont stables.
Et des membres de la GRC sont venus le visiter à l'hôpital?
Oui, les membres commandant Colody et autres membres de la GRC dans l'Est à faire une visite à cet membre et sa famille.
Et hier, en fait, il était accompagné d'un autre policier lors de la fusillade?
Oui, il y avait deux personnes, deux policiers, deux policiers qui attendaient la situation premièrement et après ça, on a eu plusieurs policiers qui font attention à la situation.
Et que savons-nous des trois suspects? What do we know of the three suspects now?
Comme j'ai mentionné, on peut dire que les trois suspects sont dans le détachement, un détachement et les deux autres dans un autre détachement et ils sont sous garde par le policier.
Qui sont-ils ou ont-ils des antécédents? What is their background?
J'ai aucun renseignement sur le background, ou, comme tu as déjà dit, le background des suspects. Je ne peux pas dire l'information sur ça.
Thank you very much. You know what? I'm going to invite Superintendent McMurtry to come up and you can ask some more questions of him. And for French media, Superintendent Keeping is available for follow-up questions off to the side if that works for you. Okay, great. I'll invite Superintendent McMurtry up to answer some more questions for you. Thank you, sir.
Morning, folks. Yeah, I'll take a few questions if you have.
Can you discuss the ongoing operations to locate the fourth suspect?
We have a number of police resources in the area, and efforts are ongoing to locate the fourth suspect and take that person into custody. We have information towards that end. We believe we know who the suspect is, but at this time I cannot confirm, and we're still making efforts to take that person into custody.
Superintendent, help us understand this. The officers get the call when they go into the scene, they're fired upon. Is there a sense of chronology here that you could share with us?
Well, as mentioned by our commanding officer, Assistant Commissioner Quality, members first were responding to a report of a break-and-enter. It was approximately at 9:30 p.m. The location was a rural property just outside the community of Onanole. Upon response to that scene, upon exiting their police vehicle, they were fired upon.
So they get out of their one vehicle or their two vehicles? How many officers?
2 officers responded in 1 vehicle, is my understanding.
So they get out and are immediately fired upon?
It is my understanding that very shortly after exiting the vehicle, they were fired upon.
They have the ability to quickly communicate with the comm center that they're in trouble?
Yes, that is correct.
They're taking the fire, the officer is hurt, then what happens?
From that, additional officers were, of course, immediately being deployed to the scene. Emergency medical services were contacted, and the scene was contained in order to allow EMS into the scene to extricate our member and transport them to hospital.
STARS helicopter evacuated the injured officer?
Yes, STARS gave us some assistance. Local EMS transported the injured member to an area hospital and was subsequently transported to Winnipeg.
The suspects bolted, and at that point, do you have the opportunity to fire upon them or to follow them? How does that work?
It's my understanding, I said this is an unfolding event as we speak and still a live investigation. It is my understanding that the suspects immediately fled that scene. There was no return fire by our officers. And as I said, then our primary focus at that immediate situation was to extricate our injured officer and get him the necessary medical attention that he needs. I don't have any further details or information on that at this time.
Which detachment the officers have been responding from?
The general area is serviced by what we refer to as Yellowhead Detachment Area. So there's it's a hub detachment with offices at Shoal Lake, Elphinstone, Wasagaming. So I can't speak to specific to which particular units the responding officers are attached to.
Just in terms of the arrest, do you know if these 3 were all taken in custody at the same time in the same place, or was it separate?
There's been 2 separate arrests. 1 suspect was taken into custody at 1 location, and 2 other suspects were taken into custody at a different location not long after that.
Can you give us any details just about the nature of where they were? Were they in the bush? Or?
No, I don't. Sorry, at this time I don't have enough specific information to give you an accurate picture of that. But I can say at this point in time, the 3 individuals that we have in custody are adult males.
And would this have been in the same area, like within close proximity to where the shooting happened?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we're in the.
Ages, rough,
I don't have specific ages on these individuals, but I'm advised that they are all adults.
And it's believed to be an adult male that you're also looking at? Like this would be 4 adults, or?
I believe the information I have is that we're looking for a 4th male suspect, but I am not privy to whether he's an adult or a young offender.
Have you recovered any firearms?
At this point, as I said, this is an unfolding investigation, and I don't have all of the information. Once further information is gathered, we'll be able to provide an update to the media.
You'd mentioned you think you know who the 4th suspect is. Is there a description you can reference at all?
We are just working on the description of that, and once we have that firmed up, we'll be able to broadcast that out so that area residents can be aware.
Fair to say that area residents should take extreme care?
Yes, we always ask, and as was mentioned by Assistant Commissioner Claudy, we ask the public in that area to please be vigilant. If they see anything suspicious persons, vehicles, to please contact 911 or the local RCMP detachment.
Is there still a chance that there may be additional suspects, before you're saying that, or is
At this point in time, our information is that there are only 4 suspects involved. However, the investigation is continuing, and as that unfolds, there may be further information on other suspects that are involved in this matter.
You wouldn't recall off the top of your head, would you, the last time there's been an RCMP member in this province that was shot and wounded?
No, unfortunately, I don't have that information at hand. That is something that we are actually looking into, and perhaps at a further briefing, we'll be able to provide you some background information on that.
Superintendent, can you talk about the protective gear that officers have in a case like this when they go into a situation?
Sure. Just in terms of general duty, officers all wear body armor when they are responding to a high-risk situation. So, such as the officers now responding to after shots have been fired, they also have access to hard body armor.
And in this case, responding to a break and enter, that's not considered high risk, is that?
Well, every situation that our officers respond to, they treat appropriately. They conduct a proper risk assessment, and they respond accordingly. So, responding to a break and enter, and especially one that is believed to be in progress, I would consider a fairly high risk situation. No, I don't have information at this time to share with respect to that.
Could you tell us if the officer was shot upper body, lower body, any specific nature of the injuries?
Again, no. With respect to the member, his care and his privacy, that's not information that we're able to provide at this time, as well as protecting the integrity of the investigation.
We'll have 2 more questions, and then.
Do you anticipate there may be a release later today in terms of potential charges and names of suspects, or would that be too early?
I would say a little bit too early for me to provide you that information at this time. However, should we be able to put some of that stuff together, that we will make every effort to do so in a timely manner.
The identity of the suspects are releasing soon, but can you say that they were from the area or from Manitoba? Were they from Manitoba?
As a matter of fact, I don't have any details or specifics as to where the individuals are from.
Winnipeg police were observing here. I understand they're just observing. I want to rule out that they're looking at suspects.
I do not believe that any of these suspects are from the Winnipeg area.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we'll conclude it there. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all for coming.